Oh no, I was invited. I was just busy. In a predictable attempt to clap back at the Golden Globes folks were not inviting her, Meghan Markle claims that she was invited but had a previous commitment. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the King YouTube channel. I mean, we all knew it was coming. We knew Meghan was not just going to let this go. So after she was not invited to the Golden Globes and she had to watch as her Suits co-stars all got together, had a reunion, got so much good media attention, and also had their chance to make fun of her a little bit, now we're hearing that Meghan Markle was invited to the Golden Globes. It was just that she couldn't come because she had a previous commitment. Who on earth is going to believe that? I mean, Meghan Markle would miss the birth of her own child to attend the Golden Globes. This is the kind of thing she is desperate to be invited to. It's funny to me too, because we've already gotten that stupid Elle article claiming that Meghan was invited, but she couldn't go because of security reasons. You know, it just would have been too much heightened security that she would have needed, and probably the Golden Globes people couldn't afford it. As if that little tall tale was not ridiculous enough, now we've got this new one that Meghan was just too busy to come. She was invited, but she already had something planned. This is the crazy thing about Meghan Markle. She really cannot get out of her own way. I mean, she is always causing so many more problems for herself because she can't just let stuff go. Sure, she got rejected. Sure, she got ignored. But instead of just taking it with grace, she's got to get her voice out there and share her side of the story, which is always completely made up. She's like a 15-year-old girl who just got broken up with by her little boyfriend, exclaiming, "No, he didn't break up with me. I broke up with him first. It was mutual." You know, really, it reminds me of what happened with Spotify when Spotify dumped them, and then we heard that the decision was mutual. I mean, come on now. Nobody is believing this nonsense. Just stop it, Meghan. Stop sharing your side of the story when nobody's going to believe it because it's totally made up. All right, so let's take a look at the page 6 article. The headline is Meghan Markle turned down Suits reunion at the Golden Globes. I mean, the headline alone is enough to make me roll my eyes all the way back in my head. She turned down the Suits reunion. Why would she do such a thing? This is a woman who has been desperate for publicity for basically ever, and especially lately, considering it's not like she and Harry are getting a lot of positive press coverage. I mean, basically, they're being humiliated anytime we see any news article about them. So Meghan Markle is never going to turn down any opportunity to get some positive media coverage. So, according to a Globes insider, who probably is Meghan Markle herself or Meghan pretending to be a Golden Globes insider, we asked the Duchess, but we were told that unfortunately she had a previous commitment. Oh, okay, so I would love to know, what do you all think that previous commitment could have been? Was she planning to have her bunions filed down, perhaps? She had an appointment already to do that. I wonder if it had something to do with the invisible children. Maybe she needed to go get milkshakes again. That's why she was late to Invictus. Or I did see in the comment section somebody said they saw an article claiming that Doria had been arrested again. I have not seen anything about that, but maybe she had to bail Doria out of jail. Maybe that's why she couldn't come. At any rate, I mean, Meghan Markle is not the type of person who's going to miss out on an event like this. This is the kind of event that she has been desperate to be invited to. Remember how she and Harry claimed that they were going to be presenters at the Oscars? I mean, this is the same kind of thing. So clearly she was ignored. She was gray rocked, which, okay, bravo, Golden Globes organizers. But why can't she just accept that 2023 was a really horrible year for her, and maybe the best thing for her to do is just lay low and keep her mouth shut for a little while? We're tired of it, Meghan. We're tired of all the puff pieces. We're tired of all the clapbacks. We're tired of you. Now, to be fair, her Suits co stars said a few good things about her. One of them said that she was a fabulous actress, I think it was. But I'll never forget what the other one said. I mean, Gina Torres, if you have not watched that video, you have got to find it. It was amazing. Her saying that they don't have Meghan's number. Oh, we don't have Meghan's number. We just don't. And then my favorite part. So she'll see, she'll watch, she'll be happy that we're here. And Gina looks at the camera with this sassy look on her face that I know was directed right at Meghan Markle. But you know what? It's payback. I think Meghan was a you know what B word to them after she got with Prince Harry. She thought she was better than her former co stars, so she decided to act ugly to them. Well, Meghan, when you treat other people like crap, it's going to come back to you, and it's going to be a lot worse when you get it back in your face. And this is exactly what we're seeing here. Meghan Markle has been an evil person. She has treated people horribly. Such a complete disregard for other people and lack of respect because she only cares about herself and her selfish goals. Well, Meghan, it looks like you are finally getting what's coming to you. According to page 6, Meghan Markle is in touch with some of her co-stars. Quote, she's believed to still be friendly with Rafferty, who played Donna Paulson, as well as Adams. But it's not enough. So I do need to correct what I said in the previous video. I said that Meghan had not invited the Suits co-stars to the wedding. She did invite them to the wedding. You guys were right in the comments. But they were not included in the royal wedding reception, which I'm sure was a big slap in the face to them. They were close to Meghan Markle. They had worked together on that show for years. And I believe on a show like that, the cast is always going to be very close after years of working together. They spend so much time together. But Meghan didn't care about them. They were not big enough in her mind. She was trying to ingratiate herself with bigger stars at that point in time, you see. She figured with that new prince on her arm and that royal title, she was going to be able to soar to new heights in Hollywood. And that was pretty much admitted at the time. A source told Us Weekly magazine. The cast is important to her, but she has a new inner circle of friends. The afternoon reception is for Meghan and Harry's old circle, and the evening establishes their new circle. This kind of stuff is disgusting to me. I mean, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but my friends are my friends. I don't have this new circle and old circle who I'm going to treat differently. If somebody's close to me, they're in my circle. That's the only circle that matters. I'm not going to differentiate according to what these people can give me. But then again, I'm not a narcissist. I don't base my friendships off what somebody else can do for me. You know, another very interesting thing about this whole Golden Globe saga is there is one name that is missing from all the reports. Why is nobody wondering anything about Prince Harry? I mean, it's like at this point, we're just supposed to assume that, of course, only Meghan would care about being invited because, well, that's exactly what's going on here. And we're not wondering why Harry didn't come or Harry hasn't said anything because, of course, Harry would never have wanted to attend an event like this anyway. You know, I don't think Harry has ever been interested in this Hollywood lifestyle that Meghan is so obsessed with, and that's why every time she drags him to an event, he looks bored and stoned out of his mind. Meanwhile, Meghan's all coked up and flashing that rictus grin like a crazy person. The two of them are not a good match, and I believe Harry now is just done. He's not going to pretend anymore. And as far as whether the two of them are even living together, I suspect not. And I suspect that's part of the reason that we're not even hearing his name mentioned in conjunction with Meghan Markle anymore. To me, we can just add this to the long list of evidence that we've got that Meghan and Harry are on the brink of divorce, or they're already in the process of it. What's becoming obvious is that the media is treating Meghan and Harry as two separate entities. They are no longer the salt and pepper shaker as Meghan said they were. And I believe this is a sign of what's going on behind the scenes as well. Because see, that's how Meghan and Harry operate, or at least Meghan Markle. We're not going to hear the truth about what's going on, but if you read between the lines, you can easily figure it out. None of the reports are saying anything about Harry being snubbed by the Golden Globes. It's all about Meghan, because at this point, everybody knows Harry doesn't care. Harry probably wouldn't have wanted to go even if they were invited. Meghan would have dragged him along and he would have looked miserable as always. So I'm sure he was happy to just stay at home and play video games and get stoned. And where is he even living at this point? I don't know. I mean, I'm suspicious that neither of them is living in that Montecito McMansion at this point. I don't think they could afford to stay there, obviously. How could they have afforded it? They don't have any money coming in, and they spend money like there's no tomorrow. It's just really hard for me to ignore the signs. I mean, usually when there's a lot of speculation that Harry and Meghan are no longer together, we get some kind of article talking about how in love they are and how the rumors are not true. But we're not really hearing that this go around. They're not even bothering with denying these claims, which tells me Harry and Meghan are done. But this divorce is not going to be an easy process. I mean, Harry's going to try his best to protect his assets, and Meghan is going to try to get as much as she possibly can. The royal family is much more powerful than Meghan Markle could ever dream to be, so in the end, I'm sure she's going to lose big time. But she's going to make Harry's life hell in the process. And you, what do you think about this claim that Meghan Markle didn't want to come to the Golden Globes anyway because she was busy? Please let me know your opinion below in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, please do like and share it with your friends and family members who would like it too. And don't be afraid to click the subscribe button to get more updates in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in, have a lovely weekend, and we'll be back to see you all tomorrow.